Hello everybody! This is Christina at Scrapcraft and Stitchery. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I am doing a little bit of magazine collage, and this is for hashtag art journal bonus prompt 2526. This is a new hashtag. This is the second prompt. I'm a little bit behind, so I'm putting this out a little bit late, but I should be caught up soon. I've just been busy. Well, I was busy in October, and now I'm playing catch up in November and trying to not let my November get so busy. Anyway, this is art. Yes. So the hashtag is hosted by Lori June at Sarcastically60something, who is absolutely wonderful. And please check her out. Check out the hashtag and see what everybody else is doing. And feel free to jump in and join. If you post something on YouTube, you should definitely use the hashtag so that Lori June can find it, and she'll give you credit for it in her shout out. And I think lots of channels are starting to really get interested and join this new collab, so it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. So I was super excited when she said that it was magazine collage, because I had just been thinking, oh, I want to do a magazine collage. I have this file folder where I have collected all of these great magazine images, and some of these are from a catalog, and this is only some that I've pulled out. And these are all ones that I've pulled, actually harvested recently, but I have things going back several years. And these are all either from, I think, National Geographic, mostly, maybe not entirely, National Geographic, Scientific American, and then there's this great catalog that I get. It actually belongs to the, it comes to the person who lived here before me. It's not even my catalog. But I love it, and it's full of really great fabrics and prints, and I like to use those. I'm going to use several of those along with this Afghan hound from Scientific American. And it's just got this great pink background, and once I saw that I was like, oh, let's do pink on green and see how that color combination sets with us, because I just loved this dog. And I sat down today and I was going to do a magazine collage, and I was going to, pull out my stuff and just see what felt right. So I haven't been working in this journal, actually. I've been doing Artisan Journal Prompt, which is co-hosted by Lori June, and that's also a fabulous hashtag if you'd like to check it out. But I hadn't really been working in a dedicated journal for the Artisan Journal Prompt, and I have another journal which is kind of, I'm calling it my visual journal, and it is where I write and I keep notes, but I also do some collage, and I really just kind of do whatever. I like having it as a place where I can glue things off of my desk in the studio, and it kind of becomes this cool compilation of just stuff that I'm working on, stuff that I'm thinking about. And I've been using that for my art journal prompts, and I don't know, But then the other day I was thinking, well, how many journals have I started and not finished, and how many am I actively working in? And I pulled them all out and I went through them the other day. You can see that video if you would like. It's from Flip Through Friday, and you can see where I flipped through live on camera without really knowing what was in these journals. I go through these occasionally, but I haven't seen this one in probably 6 months. And I was just kind of thinking about how I should be using these. So this is a journal, and it has 7 signatures, and it's Coptic bound, and I made this using 12 by 12 scrapbook paper, but I've cut it down so the journal itself is 9 by 6, and it's just got these beautiful scrapbook cardstocks, which are really nice to work on. I've been working on these cardstocks because I have a huge stash of scrapbooking cardstock that I'm not gonna use for that, so I like to use it for making books and making journals. And I made this one, and I did, 10 or 12 pages in it, but and it's got 140 pages, so I haven't really even begun to fill this book, and it's just a beautiful book, and I really love it, and I want to kind of fill it up so that I can enjoy it. And so I think that I'm going to start doing my art journal bonus prompt in this journal. I think because when I started working on this, I kind of just, on the hashtag, I just kind of jumped in spontaneously, and I hadn't really thought about what I was gonna do. And I was kind of putting everything into the visual journal at that time because it was what I was really excited about, and I still really love that journal, but I decided to move over here. And the thing is I do have another journal as well that's what I call my modern collage journal, which is exactly for things like this and doing magazine collages and things, and art journaling, and I've been using that, and I'll have to figure out, because that's also a very beautiful journal. I made that with like leftover copy paper, and it's just, I don't know, it's always that becomes kind of its own challenge on what to do on that recycled copy paper, some of which has got copies made on it. I think it all does. It's just kind of stuff that I saved out of the bin and have turned into a journal. And I might go back. That has 200 pages too. And so as I'm talking about this, I like to make, in the past I've always made these like, how big can I make it? When is it gonna be? You don't want to run out of pages. And I'm really kind of, so I have a 200 page journal, and I have a 140 page journal, and all of a sudden it's just kind of really dawned on me that maybe that's too big, maybe in the future. So I'm really trying to, all my new journals, really kind of trying to limit them to something closer to like 50 to 100 pages. I think is a lot more reasonable as far as, actually being able to finish a book in my lifetime. So that's what I'm gonna do moving forward. But yeah, I'm also kind of thinking, well, how can I finish what I have started already? And I'm just gonna say, I was just earlier today, I saw somebody on on a short clip, and this was a person who does sketchbooks, and they were saying that this year in 2025 their goal was to fill all of their sketchbooks that were partially already began. And so they were going over this, and this was kind of a thing that resounded with me, I guess, because quite a number of years ago I had a whole bunch of writing journals from like 20 years of writing journals or something like that I had started over the years, you know, where I would just get a new journal and start to write in it and then kind of stop after, you know, a couple pages or 20 pages in and just be like, well, that's enough of that. Well, I mean, I probably just stopped doing it. I probably never really thought about it. And then I would get a new journal and it'd be like, ooh, new paper, fresh paper, and I'd start writing in that one. And I had like probably 5 to 10 journals that were like that. And then one year I just started journaling. This was probably almost 10 years now ago, and I filled in all of those journals, and so I just picked the one that had the oldest entries and I would start writing in it, and I filled that one, and then I got the next one with the next. So the beginning of these will be like back when I was 25, and then it's 20 years later and I'm 45, right, and I'm finishing it. So that's kind of cool. I guess it was probably like, you know, 15 years later or something. So that was an interesting, fun thing. So I thought it was really cool that they wanted to finish all of their sketchbooks, because I've done that. But I highly recommend doing that. I thought it was very good and fun, exciting thing to do. And yes. So anyway, I pulled out all my journals, and I kind of want to pick which ones I want to continue to work on, and how I'd like to finish. I think really all of them. And that might mean that I need to kind of change the way that I'm thinking about some of these things going forward, but I'm starting to make a plan for doing that. And one of the things is to get out these art journals. I have this one, and I have as well another one that I'm working in, and I just think it'll be fun to try and finish those both next year, along with my maximal mini journal that I've already started, which is a quote and a spread, like an art journal spread, I guess. But that's basically a book of inspirations. And what else? My visual journal, which I've talked about, the modern collage journal. I might go through that and maybe glue some of the pages together so it's not quite 200 rather flimsy pages. That might be a way to go about finishing that and coming back to that, because I do really like that as a journal and as an idea. So for this spread, I had all these images, and I found this, you know, Afghan hound, and I really loved the pink background, and it just made sense, and it was really nice that I already had all these images in this bag. So I just picked out the ones that were pink because I thought that would be fun, and I really like the way that the pink goes with the green. And I know that I've been, you know, on whatever Facebook interior decorating feeds that pop up in my feed, and they've been suggesting, you know, oh, try pink with your green couch, and every time they say that, I just kind of almost cringe a little bit because I don't see pink being a color that really goes with green, but I can see it now because I really like this pink and green page that I'm putting together here. It's just really, I really like it a lot. So go ahead and try something new. They always have in this catalog that I get, they have these great swatches. So these are, it's a clothing magazine, and is it Garnet Hill? I think it's Garnet Hill. They have beautiful like home furnishings and clothing, and they always like these, you know, this is all the colors that the dress come in, and it's just such a great thing to kind of cut out. I kind of want to collect these as just kind of a swatch book if you're looking for a set of colors. It just seems like a great way to pick colors because they're already put together. So these are some of the journal pages that I've already finished in this journal, and it's been several years since I've worked on most of these. There's Doodle from the other day, which I just worked on adding to a thing that I'd already done, which is kind of a nice thing to do sometimes. Sometimes it's nice to just go back and add doodles onto a top of something else. So I could do that with this as well and just add some details and some mark making. But I'm gonna call this done for now, and I want to thank Lori June for hosting the hashtag Art Journal Bonus Prompt 2526. She is a fabulous host, and I hope you'll go over there and check out the hashtag and think about jumping in and playing along with us. This is like a brand new hashtag, so this is only this, there's like, I mean, as of the time I'm recording this, there's 3 of the prompts are out. So and if you found yourself here and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for joining me as I go on my journey through, you know, mixed media and junk journals, and I think you're wonderful and you make all this possible, so thank you for that from the bottom of my heart, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.